How's it going, guys? I know I'm doing this a little bit late, but I want to say Happy Autism Awareness Month to each and every one of you. And wow, this is a bit um different for this channel, and I want to give you guys a brief update on what's gonna happen. In every month of every month of April, we usually celebrate autism awareness, and it start and I and we've also have a disability to share. So between that out of the way, I want to share you guys on what my disability is. And before I get to that disability, I want to share my history of what I accomplished when I was a kid, and to where I am today. When I was when I when I was just like 3 years old or five, I I just can't even, yeah, maybe when I was like a kid, maybe a little kid, my mom told me that I think my mom told me that it was like I didn't even get a chance to talk or anything because I was an infant. Um, and I think during the time when I was born, I have breathing problems. I can't seem to breathe. I just can't do anything else when I was an infant. My mom gave me CPR, and after that, I went to the hospital for just a few months, and then after that, um, I started to breathe again, and like where I am now, I'm still breathing. I'm still alive. I'm still fully healthy and blessed to be here, and then some. But enough about that. I let's talk about let's talk about what I just did since I was a kid. When I was a kid, I realized I was really new around here. I was new to school. I was new to some friends that I might don't even know. I I I didn't even notice that from the time being I've stumbled upon a bully in my kindergarten days, and that was in elementary school. Um, he was at the same class as me. Actually, yeah, I was at the same class as he was at the same class as me, alongside with my other friends who happens to be from Chapel Ford. Some of them are from some of the others are from some of some of them are like from other schools, and and it happens to be a hmm wow, I would say what happened to be a he happens to be a bully in our class, and I would say hero of the class as well. I was the hero. One of them was a bully. Um, he started to pick on somebody else. You might not know him. His name is Sully. And the other guy, his name is Isaac as well. I was now, and the bully's name is Joshua. Joshua Parks, I believe. Joshua was the bully of our class, and he wants to get us into trouble. He wants to get us in trouble because of what he just did, and he wants to frame us for just picking us up on our for kicking his butt and all that stuff. I he didn't. I mean, I never do anything. I mean, I was innocent. I was friendly. I got picked. I mean, I was like, I would say, how can I put this? I would say I was like a bit nice, to be honest. But then after that, during my time in second grade, or maybe around yeah, during around the second and third grade, I would say that some of my some of the friends that I've met during reading and or math, um, I would say that some of the friends that I just met were girls. Some of the girls seem to like me because of what I just did, and they started to help me out with what I have to do, and I, I'm thrilled. I'm definitely thrilled. Um, but some of the girls that I've met seems to think that I'm ugly, and I yeah, and I felt so bad. I, I should say I should say that I'm a little bit uh, uh, I would say sad or disappointed because I never get a chance to get a full respect on them, but some of them do. Well, some of them do, but some of them don't. Um, when I was in middle school, I've happened to stumble upon some teachers that happens to um find me during the gym. Well, one of the teachers that one of the teachers that I just saw happens to see me around six during the sixth mod during the sixth period class, and she is really and that was during sixth grade. She is really like I would say hot and stuff, and she happens to see me. She happens to meet me in the sixth period, and that's when I realized that she wants me to become she wants me to be part of a group called academic resource, meaning the social skills class. Um, and then after that, my mom did, and think, and I think during seventh grade, my mom told me that I have a disability that I didn't even know of, and that is Asperger's syndrome. In case you didn't even know, Asperger's syndrome is part of the autism spectrum, and sometimes you might have an inner kid in yourself. Sometimes you might sometimes it get sometimes you might feel a little bit twitchy or maybe just doing some crazy sound effects. I mean, that's what I usually do when I during my time, and I still kept on going. Um, and I usually kept on stuttering a bit, just for well, uh, just when I was a kid and where I am now. But now that I'm, but now that I've talked, but now that I talked about it, I just realized that ever since I didn't even notice that I got Asperger's syndrome. It was crazy. It was definitely crazy. Um, Now let's get back to what I let's get back to sixth grade, I believe. In sixth grade, um, during the fourth quarter, or during during the fourth quarter, I happened happened to see some of my well, no. I happened to well, during sixth grade, I happened to see some of my friends from Chapel Ford, and you might not know them. They're they are twins, and we usually go to the same. I mean, some of us go to the same class together, but we but it's in different. But we were in different class, but they're in different classes. One of them is in the same class as me. The other one went to a different room. So for example, I so like you might not know them. Their names are Justin and Julian Forbes. They're the twin brothers. They've and they were behind my back all the time. They were, and it is just like in sixth grade, I believe. No. It's just like in sixth grade and seventh grade. Also in also, yeah, just like in sixth grade and seventh grade. But sixth grade they were separate. Same for seventh grade, but in eighth grade they happen they happen to come together. They usually come together, and they usually start to oh, how should I put this? How should I put this? They they started to well they started to just be here with us. I mean, they want to be the same class with me actually. So that's um that's a very good sign to see them. I'm glad to see them again since they were at work and stuff, and I I would love to see some of my friends that are also at work too. But um but yeah, during my time as a kid, I was bullied, I was mocked, I was a bit um I was a bit shy or a little bit nervous, to be honest. And it's it's something that I've didn't even it's something that I usually didn't even know. I I've I've been doing a lot of I've I've been doing a lot of stuff during my time when I was in school, and when I started to look at some videos, I realized that my life might change for a bit. So during high school, I happened to start. I hap- so during high school, I started to happen to meet some friends along the way. Um, I've one is that I've met now. Now I've met some of my friends from Quest during that time, and they've and he's also part of the game, and he's also part of this school as well. He also part of the same school that I'm going to. Um, But now that and and also I've met some other friends along the way too. I've been I've I've been I I've been like one of the I've been like one of the closest friends that can ever think of. Um, but a first friend that I've met during the orientation, um, well, when we were in, when we were trying to get some pictures, well, I don't even have to schedule yet, but yeah, I don't have to schedule it just yet during my time in high school, but we've met during our during the picture taking and or ID picture taking, and I think the first friend that I've met was Nadia. Um, if you don't even know, Nadia is one of my friends from high school. She's 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 a Muslim. She she's one of the she's she's one of the she's one of the singers from chorus during her time in freshman and sophomore year, and I would say she was one of my best friends that I, or should I say, lunch partners during my time in high school. Um, we've I've also I've also met some other friends along the way as well from high school during tennis and in band as well. Some of them are from the video game club that I haven't seen before, and this is the first time I've ever gone there. And and I think one of the friends that I've met, no, one of the friends that I've usually know of is from Chapel Forge as well. Um, we we've gone to if I remember correctly, we've gone to preschool around 20 no 2001, I believe, or 2000, because that's when that's when I thought of that that's when we were that's when we were started to have the same class together. But we have the same two classes together, but we don't even have I would say we I would say that we don't have the same other classes during our junior or sophomore year. No, yeah, during our junior and senior year, because we were separate during that time, and it was um it was a bit of a history. It's a long story. We started from Chapel Fort from where we from high school, and we've started to hang out with we started to hang out some other times, like around like around during birthday parties and around and also around during visits as well. It's really it's really good to see my friend again. It's really good. And during my and I think yeah during my time when I was during my time in freshman or sophomore year, I um me and Farhan, since you don't even know, we've yeah, me me and Farhan, we go to Quest. We went to the same classes, um, but we don't even have the same classes as when we were in high school, because we were in a different one. Um, I somehow visit Farhan in robotics club to see how he's doing and stuff, and I've also and and also he's one of the or- orchestra bandmates in music class. It's really cool to see him play the play the violin. Like, oh, like wow, I didn't even know he can play that well. Um, Around gym, I believe happened to met some around gym, I believe during freshman year. I happened to I happened to meet some friends along the way as well. Um, one of them is one one of them is also a gym partner. Yeah, one of them is a gym partner, and she's also into anime and stuff. Like I usually am, and and I can tell that she's an anime freak. She really loved anime so much. Her name is Madison, or Maddie for short. Um, Maddie is one of the friends that I've met during freshman year, and she talked to me about Full Metal Alchemist, the the only show that I haven't liked watch yet, and I started to look at it, and it's oh my goodness, it was so freaking good, man. I loved that show. Um, I've also started to look at the whole episodes on Verve. It's from episode one to the finale event of Fullmetal Alchemist. It's oh man, it's mind blowing. I love that show so much. I mean, I would love it so much, and I want to see it again. But and it's also and and I've also liked the way how she she talks about anime and stuff, but she doesn't even. She usually talks about other things like going to other places like Italy and also traveling a lot. She's also like traveling too. Same as me. I usually love traveling a lot as well. But we usually go as a family though. Um, me, me and my family we usually go to other places. But it's really a, but it's really good to see it's it's really good to see my friend Maddie. She's she's really one of she's one of my closest friends ever. Um, even though even though she really likes anime and stuff. Um, the other friend that I've met around freshman year and around and I think around during third and fourth quarter, I believe, or no, during during our gym and our health class, we've usually go to. I think we start clanging and banging sometimes during at the gym. I believe in in the apartment gym. I usually visit him when I was still at work. You might not know him, and his name is Lake. Lake is one of my friends from gym. He is he's one of I mean he's real and he's helped me support and he also supported me along the way as well. Um, I I started to do a little I started to do a little bit of clanging and banging a bit around his around the around the hotel. No, I think it's the apartment buildings. Yeah, around the apartment building gym. Um, we started to start clanging and banging together until my mom told me that I got some bed bugs around this bad boy right here. This my um old school bed, I would say, and my mattress was filled with bed bugs. But it doesn't matter. I've already got a new one. Yeah, I won't be able to see those crazy old varmints again. Um, speaking of speaking of gym, we usually we went to the same class as well. We went to health. Um, I've also we went to health as well. We had the same classes. Um, we've been talking about Dragon Ball Z, like during our time. I mean, everyone loves the game. Everyone loves the anime Dragon Ball Z, and I've I've been thinking about the Majin Buu saga ever since when we were in freshman year. But it turned but it turns out it did not exist in our freshman year or our sophomore or junior or senior. It happens to be it happens to just stumbled around our college days when Dragon Ball Z Kai the final chapters was revealed to be an English dub, and it's going to be around 2016 or 17. So I was excited for that. It was mind blowing for me. I was so happy to see if I was so happy to do the Majin Buu to see the Majin Buu saga, and yeah, I grew up looking at Dragon Ball Z Kai when I was in during my elementary school days, or maybe after my elementary school days, because that was one of the TV shows that I first watched, except for Dragon Ball Z, because I didn't even watch it when I was a kid. So, um, who else have I met during my high school days? Yeah, during third and fourth quarter during our freshman year, my friend Lake, me- my friend Lake started to my friend Lake just read his friend Ashley, or Ash for short. Um, so she and if I remember correctly, I think Ash is she's one of my friends that I've met during the fourth quarter, and I think during the third quarter as well, because I haven't met her yet. It's I it happens to be I happen to be a little bit worried at first, so I was thinking I might just have to wait until the right time, until the right moment. And then he Lick told me that Ash is one of her classmates. She happens to be part of her class. She happens to be her classmate around I think in his during during his class sessions and stuff, or maybe when it was in or maybe when it was in part maybe I don't know. I don't know what type of I don't know what type of subject that they were in, but I I happened to just meet her along the way and learn more about her. It's something I usually want to do. Same thing for my friends Nadia, Maddie, and some other friends that I've met along the way during my freshman year. It's very good to see all of them, all of my friends during my high school days, and it's mind blowing, very mind blowing. I've now, like I said before, I've been mocked, I've been bullied, I've been picked on. I've been picked on during my time in middle school and in elementary school. But one thing I usually want to do is to ignore all the bullies, all the doubters that are trying to get in my way, and prove them wrong by showing them how I usually want to do and show them how I'm made of. And it's it's part of and I think that might be part of your disability. I mean, no matter what type of obstacle that comes in your way, you can be able to breathe it on through. And also, one thing for sure, to never give up. Never give up on what you have to do and what you have to accomplish on your goal. You can also, I mean, your goal is to become like a firefighter or an animator or a video editor like me. So it's something that I usually do. But before I move on, I just want to share my history on what I just did around YouTube. And I think during my high school days, during my senior year, or maybe yeah, during my senior year or junior year, I've recently started to think of what I want to do when I was growing up, when I want to grow up, and I've happened to be I happen to want to make videos with you guys. So I started to do a gaming channel during my sophomore year, or just make a gaming channel of my own, and then put it up on my and just put it up for just about I think about a year or two until the time is right. And then I started to make some videos of my own. I was a little bit nervous at first, but I think I know how to upload things. Um, the other, I was think I started to do some yeah, I started to do some news and updates on what's gonna happen in the gaming world. But I don't think that's a good idea for me. It everyone didn't even look at my views. Everyone didn't even look at my everyone didn't look at my comment. No, everyone didn't comment. Everyone didn't subscribe. Everyone did not look at my views when I started doing some news and updates. But I was thinking that I don't want to do that anymore. I started to erase those footage and stuff and think of a better strategy. So I so I went to a website that I haven't tried before, and that is Ustream. That Ustream was the one that happens to be the starting point of my YouTube content creating, and I start to do a little bit of streaming on Ustream and start to export some things on YouTube as well, like Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, for instance. Yu-Gi-Oh Pro was the one that I've played since it since during my high school day. Well, it was the first time I played that during my high school days, and I I was thinking that it didn't even I was thinking that I don't even have the time to do more of Yu-Gi-Oh Pro. It um I was a little bit I was thinking I was yeah I was a little bit uh I would how should I say nervous or stuff. I kept on talking too much. Um, but then I stumbled upon another gaming broadcaster, or should I say, another broadcast that I usually use on my laptop, and I started to stream some games as well. I started to stream some Star Wars: The Old Republic, um, which happens, and I started to I started to stream some Star Wars: The Old Republic on XSplit Gamecaster, and I think I started to do a little bit of streaming on Twitch, which is a little bit nerve-wracking for me. I don't know what I was doing until I've realized that I've gotten a lot of until I realized that I've gotten some followers when I started playing the game. And oh my goodness, I gotta say that was crazy. I never had a lot. I didn't know that I have some followers since then. So I was learning. I was still learning a bit um, until I started to play some Warframe in college, and the Gamecaster that I usually use was Razer, and it didn't even work for me. Same for Expert Gamecaster and Broadcaster, but for for but the other one that I usually use is OBS Classic, not OBS Studio, but OBS Classic. OBS Classic was the one that I used for Warframe and for Star Wars: The Old Republic as well. So me and Jesse, we were starting to play some games around. We started to stream around that time, and it was it was classic. It was real classic. I I I really started to like to stream with other people, and we started to create, and that's how we started to create the Dragon's Den. We started to make sure that the Dragon's Den grows and grows until here we are today. Got our gaming desktops and stuff, and me during my time when I was at work, getting up to 100 subscribers during 2020, and it was awesome. It was really awesome. So that's why we never gave up. We started to accomplish our goals. It's it's funny how a disability person like no. It's funny how an Asperger's how a disability person like me, well, a person like me who had disabilities, can still share some gaming content with you guys. And I know things are a little bit struggle during the past few months. Like I was struggling for Super Mario, the Super Mario franchise, Sonic franchise, Batman franchise, or Batman Arkham franchise, whatever you like to call it, and all that stuff that I want to try out, all the projects that I might be able to try in the future. It's a little bit of a struggle, but you guys somehow back me up, and I am so I am so thrilled to have viewers just like you. I mean, no matter what type of situation you have can possibly do, it's I mean you can achieve anything. You can really achieve anything, including where you are today. From becoming a pastor like my dad, a lawyer like my mother, animator like my friend Jordan, um, or maybe or, or maybe a singer like my friend Ash, or Thaddeus, or anyone else in general, or maybe a poet like my friend Dari or Kels or anyone else, or maybe Juwan. It's it's really a life changer, and you guys, you, the gamers, the heroes, as I usually like to call it, the hero's hangar, or maybe just the kingdom heroes. I'll put that in general, the kingdom heroes. You guys made this happen, and I can't thank you guys enough for all of your support. From me to 100 subscribers to where I am today at 148. Oh my gosh. It's been a life changer. You guys really changed my life. And I can't thank you guys enough. So, let's just make our voices heard. Let's just keep sharing our disability we of what we have. We all have a disability to share. So let's keep on moving forward and never give up. There are no edits for this one. It's just a straight up video. I might be talking too much around this time, but I don't even care. If you guys are liking what I just if you guys are liking what I just did, just please make sure to like this video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and ring the bell to get notified on anything I'm doing up to date. If you want to see me on social media, or just if you want to catch me on social media, you could do so. I'm on Twitch, I'm on Twitter, I'm on Instagram, and I'm on TikTok. Those links are in the description down below. And also, if you want to help this Dragon's Den grow, you can click on this Discord server link, which is also in the description. My Patreon is in the description as well if you want to become a patron. Just if you want to if you don't want to spend any money or anything else. But I think that's about it of what I had to share about my disability. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. Happy Autism Awareness Month to each and every one of you. God bless you. Stay safe. Stay healthy. And I'll catch you guys whenever I post another video. Take care.